Welcome back. The Bullock Museum helps young learners through their various programming, including the Little Texans program and STEAM Lab. Joining us now are the head of school programs, Catherine Whited, and museum programs coordinator, Kimberly Crabb. We're happy to have them both. Y'all, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Lovely to see you, Kimberly. Let's start with Little Texans.
Yes.
We just kind of like to do this at the start of our segments, remind everybody what it's about.
Yes. Little Texans is our first museum experience for our smallest visitors, normally 2 to 5 with their caregivers. And every month we have a different Texas history topic, and we do some tactile learning and play. And this month we're really excited to partner with the Elisabet Ney Museum.
Oh, cool.
Yes, they're bringing one of their art crates with them by the local artist Belly Lou. And so they're going to talk about Texas women on the frontier. So
I love that.
We're very excited. And then after our program, we're also going to do a small tour of our ranching exhibit, and the kids will get to see some different houses that are in there.
It is just so cool. Like when you go back and see, like, you know, this is what people really did.
Right.
This is the house they built. This is how they lived. It kind of like blows your mind, you know, how much things have modernized in that amount of time. But like, we're so grateful, obviously, to those settlers.
Yes, yes.
Otherwise, we wouldn't be standing here today. And I love that you're focusing on women. So talk to me about these books.
Well, I think everyone knows about the King Ranch in Texas.
Big one.
But yes, but most people don't know that Henrietta King actually was in charge of the ranch after her husband died. And so she ran it with her son-in-law for almost 50 years.
Wow.
And at the end, they had something like 500,000 acres in Texas. And so she wasn't just a pretty face. She was highly involved in everything and really made the ranch into what it still is today.
Yeah.
And then Lizzie Williams was also one of the very few women who went on cattle drives. And so at that point, almost no women were part of that. So she has a really interesting story. And one of the great things about coming to the Bullock Museum is you can get a little taste of Texas history, see something that you're interested in, and then go back and do a little bit more research or learn something more about it. So
I love learning a little bit of something and being like, pull Google up.
Right, definitely.
I'm gonna check that out. I've got to learn more about that. And you brought a little activity to just kind of show us what these little learners get to do.
Right. We have some sensory bins at the end of the program, and we've got little cowboy hats and animals, and so they can work on skills of holding small things and moving them over, and we have pom-poms and tons of different bins like this for kids to use. So
I just have to show everybody, we've got like little horseshoe,
yes.
We've got like little cowboy hat, precious little things,
right?
But working on those tactile kind of motor skills, very big stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And let's take it up a step if we can, Catherine, because you actually have what's the STEAM Lab is offering.
Yes, so for our older learners, we're hosting STEAM Lab, which is where we take the opportunity to highlight scientific discoveries and their impact on history.
Mm-hmm. And this one is?
This is going to be all about the telegraph. So for the folks at home who don't know, we are celebrating the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence this year. And so we are taking a look at American inventions that have had an impact on the state of Texas. And the telegraph was certainly one of those.
Certainly one of those. And you brought out this equipment and I said, that's above my pay grade. But you know what? It's so cool that kids that are just a little bit older can get into this at such an early age. So talk to me about what's connected here and how this all works.
Certainly. So this is a modern telegraph. We've got a simple circuit here. And so this is the transmitter. This is the telegraph key. And then this is the receiver over here. What made the telegraph so impactful is that it was the first invention or the first machine that really allowed people to communicate over long distances instantaneously.
Right. Instead of sending that letter and it's the Pony Express.
Literally. The telegraph was actually the end of the Pony Express because people could send messages so much more quickly. And Samuel Morse and Alfred Vail invented the telegraph in 1837. In 1838, Samuel Morse was shopping the telegraph around and offered Texas exclusive rights to the telegraph.
Whoa.
Back then, Texas was a nation. He needed people to pick up the technology. We did not take him up on that.
Wow.
The 17th century equivalent of leaving him on red. We never replied. And because of that, actually, telegraph did not come to Texas until the 1870s or 1880s.
So other states actually got to use it quicker than Texas did because
Yes.
Texas was a nation, and
Yes.
the nation of Texas said no.
Yeah, the nation of Texas said, we've got a lot of other things going on right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you've got a way to do a little telegraphing for us that we can see.
Yes, so this is what folks can expect at STEAM Lab. So what made the telegraph tricky is that it didn't actually transmit words. It can only transmit dots, which are represented by just a little tap, or dashes, which are a little bit longer like this. And so Morse developed the Morse code, which people might be aware of.
Sure.
And all letters and numbers are represented by a series of dots and dashes. So we have a word that we use here a lot at the Bullock Texas State History Museum, Texas. Here's what that word looks like in Morse code.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
So dash, dot, and then the X is really tricky.
A little complicated.
Okay,
yeah.
long dash, 2 dots, long dash. Okay.
Yes. And so if you want to transmit the word Texas, this is what it would look like. So we've got dash, dot, dash, dot, dot, dash, dot, dash, dot, dot, dot.
I am impressed.
So now the folks in El Paso or Houston or wherever you want to send know what you just said.
Okay, and they know we're talking about the state of Texas.
Exactly.
I appreciate that. Okay, cool stuff coming up. We're in our last minute here. Homeschool Day, real quickly.
Yes, Homeschool Day is taking place on Friday, February 6th, and we are going to be highlighting Japan and all things Japanese culture at the Bullock Museum. So there's a lot of fun activities for homeschool educators and their students.
Sounds good. We'll have to leave it there. Y'all, we really appreciate your time. I learned something today. Dot, dot, dash. I'm making Texas. All right, for more details on all the programming at the Bullock Museum, visit thestoryoftexas.com.